15,000 scientists are sounding an alarm about climate change. They call it a warning to humanity.
Climate justice! Now! Climate justice! Now!
Record college, you know, I've said it many times, if you don't bundle up in Chicago, your junk will snap off like a graham cracker.
A White House report that says global warming threatens every part of the U.S.
We've all proven that we cannot be trusted with the future tense. We've been repeatedly asked, don't you want to leave a better Earth for your grandchildren? And we've all collectively responded, fuck them.
So Obama's talking about all of this with the global warming and that, and a lot of it's a hoax. It's a hoax. I mean, it's a money-making industry, okay? It's a hoax.
Earth, a pale blue dot found in an average galaxy orbiting around an otherwise ordinary star. After battling eons of adversity and creating carbon-based life forms, humans evolved, spurring innovation and creating unimaginable inventions. Yet, these inventions, cars, trucks, planes, agriculture, have created an imbalance, warming the planet and devastating ecosystems globally. In the 1980s, Dr. James Hansen, then director of the NASA Goddard Institute of Space Sciences, published one of the first assessments that connected carbon dioxide emissions with already occurring climate change. He had commenced his career studying the Venusian atmosphere and how carbon dioxide behaved as a greenhouse gas there, creating 864-degree Fahrenheit conditions. He later started connecting his studies of Venus with Earth's atmosphere. Shortly thereafter, he presented his findings to the Senate, testifying that global warming has reached a level such that we can ascribe a high degree of confidence a cause and effect relationship between the greenhouse gas effect and observed warming. It is already happening now. At the time, few scientists had spoken up about the issue and were even told to ignore the data, whether by fossil fuel lobbyists or government agencies. According to several historians, his testimony was an important turning point in the history of global climate change and increased public awareness of climate change.
To make a statement about the stupidity of denying climate change, and it's urgent. We need to do something now. It's important to live.
Amazing. I mean, Hansen has been remarkably prescient when it comes to the predictions he made decades ago and what's actually played out. He predicted essentially the warming that we've seen 3 decades ahead of schedule. And the warming that he predicted in that scenario is an eerie match to the warming that we've actually seen.
In 2009, Hansen published Storms of My Grandchildren, a book meant for the general public to inform them of the rising misinformation campaign funded by the fossil fuel industry. In the book, Hansen wrote, "If we let special interests rule, my grandchildren and yours will pay the price."
Instead of placing a rising fee on carbon emissions to make fossil fuels pay their true cost to society, our governments are forcing the public to subsidize fossil fuels by $400 to $500 billion per year worldwide, thus encouraging extraction of every fossil fuel, mountaintop removal, longwall mining, fracking, tar sands, tar shale, deep ocean, Arctic drilling. This path, if continued, guarantees that we will pass tipping points, leading to ice sheet disintegration that will accelerate out of control of future generations. A large fraction of species will be committed to extinction. And increasing intensity of droughts and floods will severely impact breadbaskets of the world, causing massive famines and economic decline.
Finally, I even then agreed to participate in a protest and got arrested, my first arrest. Somebody said something about 2 arrests. Actually, I've been arrested 5 times for tar sands and mountaintop removal and things like that. But anyway, so it's another example of how young people can have an effect.
You've been fighting a long time on this issue, and you and Bill McKibben and other people who have courageously been ringing the alarm bells. I think Bill wrote End of Nature 25 plus years ago. 89. Have tried to build alliances with the Democratic Party. Have you given up on that?
Yeah, I find that both parties are at fault here. Because you know what we really need to do is make the price of fossil fuels honest. And clearly, I haven't got this message across. The science is clear. I need your help to communicate the gravity and the urgency of this situation and its solutions more effectively. We owe it to our children and grandchildren. Thank you.